Hello everyone and welcome back to another Grainman Travels adventure, and today we're on a new mod map called Italian Rice 22. Now this map was released on the 12th of the 12th 2023. It is cross-platform compatible, so PC, Mac, PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, Xbox One and the Xbox series of consoles. It is on a version 1.0.0.0. It's 591.83 megabytes download, and it's released by a map maker called TDA Team. Now this map does have some really nice features on it, so we will run through some of those now. So on Mod Hub it says, the map reproduces the rice growing areas of the Rice Triangle, the countryside between the cities of Milan, Pavia, Novara and Vercelli, with their typical farmhouses and landscapes. I think all those pronunciations are correct. The map has one main farm to start your career, 4 more independent farms for more realistic multiplayer experience, 87 floodable fields with opening water gates, which there's one down around here and through a few of the other places as well. I haven't actually got them to work yet, but it's something we will have a bit of a play with. It says there's 4 different rice varieties with real textures, 2 different corn varieties, grain and maize silage, 1 customizable area with cow husbandry installed, 1 fully customizable area with big biogas plant, 1 selling plant for rice crops, 1 selling point for other crops, a flour mill, a quarry, 5 forestry areas, 1 vehicle dealer, and then the map is compatible with precision farming mod, so that's pretty good. There is 5 mods needed for this map though, so those are the air compressor by VertexDezign, Modular BGA by Kastor D-S-Agrarservice, New Holland T6 Tier 4B by Risicoltori Pazzi, Cow Husbandry by RL Modding, and Trailed Loader by RL Modding. So I think what we'll do though, get back to our starting farm and have a quick look at our equipment and area. So as you can see, we start with quite a lot of equipment actually, I must admit. So we start with a couple of small tractors. We've got the very nice New Holland T6 175 tractor, it's got 175 horsepower. The Case Maxim CVX 145 with also 175 horsepower. The John Deere 6120M with 140 horsepower. We've then got quite a few medium tractors. We've got a John Deere 6230R with 280 horsepower. The Class Axion 850 with 264 horsepower. Then the John Deere 7810 with 175 horsepower. So quite a lot of tractors there to start with. We've got the New Holland CH7.70 harvester that also does the 3 different types of rice as well. We've got the Manitou MLT 840 telehandler. We've got our standard Lizard pickup from 1986. We've got the Flegel TMK 273 trailers. So we've got 2 of those. Nice to see the Flegel trailer actually. I do like those. I think they're really nice trailers. We've got the New Holland Superflex 25 foot or 7.5 metre header that also does all the different rice crops. We've also got the Capello Diamond 8 6 metre corn header, and it does corn and sunflowers. We've got 2 Kverneland Ecomat ploughs, which both need 220 horsepower and they're both 3.5 metres, so pretty good. We've got the Lemkin Smartguard 9/500K 5 metre cultivator. We've got the Agramash BTC 50H 5 metre disc harrow. That's a nice bit of equipment actually. We've got the KHN HR6040 RCS 6 metre power harrow. We've got 2 of those. We've got the HR6040 RCS plus BTFR 6030 seeding system, plus the KHN Tier 1512 front hopper tank as well. Both very, very nice. We've got some planters actually. We've got the Lemkin Azurit 9 planter and the Solitaire 23 additional tank as well. Quite nice to see those actually. You don't see planters on starting equipment very often. We've also got the Dalbo Power Roll 1230 HD 12.3 metre roller set, the Hardy Navigator 4000 Delta Force trailed sprayer that does 27 metres, the Amazoni ZA-TS 3200 42 metre fertilizer spreader that doesn't do lime, the Magsi Universal Bucket, and the Magsi Pallet Fork for your telehandler. We've got the Flegel DTS 5.9 low loader with a front dolly. That's actually quite a nice trailer, I must admit, even though it does have a dolly. The Nardi N20T header trailer for your New Holland header. The Fendt 3.3 ton front weight. The Agco 2.3 ton. The John Deere Pickup 1800 or 1.8 ton. W15 1.5 ton class. The 1150 John Deere, the 900 John Deere front weight, the PAC 750, and finally the Agco 650 kilogram weight. So an awful lot of weights there actually, wow. And then we've got this lizard trailed loader and the manure fork to go with it. So quite interesting, I must admit. Don't start with any leased equipment, so pretty good. So let's have a quick look at our starting farmyard. So as you can see, we've got some very unusual wheels on this New Holland. Look at these rice wheels, they're wicked, they are. Very unusual though. The tractor looks really weird with those, I must admit, but definitely something nice to see, is something a little bit different. See, this is our starting area, so we've got a little bit of equipment in here. We've got some more rice wheels there as well behind. That's pretty cool. Obviously this is our main house here. We've got some more equipment sheds here. Opening gate. Let's have a look, see if we can find everything else. That's quite a nice shed. A little bit different, segregated sectional doors. That's a bit unusual, I must admit. Quite nice to see. This one's just a standard door, but yeah, a little bit different. John Deere there. Our pickup truck. House trigger. Trying to look actually. Can't seem to find it. That's another couple of big sheds. And this one as well. Right, okay, we've got a production here. I think that's one of the productions that you start with. All of our tractors, lots and lots of them, all lined up with their weights as well. Mechanics bay, workshops, that's pretty good. Yeah, production. Yeah, not too bad at all. Big area. I'd say a little bit commercial, but not massively though. So just a little bit different really, I suppose. Gate opens there. We go around the other side to see if we can find our trigger. Oh, okay. It's like a compound farm is this time. So a little bit unusual, but a little bit different. Let's have a quick look on the PDA itself. So, wow, start with an awful lot of land. There's no home trigger actually there. So is there a home trigger on the map? Not really actually. Not that I can see. I'll check my filters in a minute. But obviously we start with an awful lot of land. Start with farmland 33 and then farmland 1. The farmland 1 starts with field 31, 40, 41, 32, 24, 17, 16 and 15. So awful lot there actually. Very surprising how much we start there, I must admit. Have a quick look at our crop calendar. As I mentioned in the description from Mod Hub, you do have some custom crops. So we've got looks like a pretty standard crop calendar for everything, apart from we have forage maize, Luna, Selenia, Barron or Baroni probably, and CL28 rice. So we've got 4 different types of rice, and we've got the forage maize as well. They all seem to plant and harvest very similar on the rice, and the forage maize is also slightly customised, so that's pretty good. And we have at least 1 or 2 places for most things that sell on the map. Not everything sells though, just be a little bit careful. Eggs, wool, etc., milk. So it does seem to be more hedged around setting up for your normal and custom crops. So just be a little bit careful. There's not that many productions on the map either. So it's more of an agricultural based map rather than a production based map. We do have the Luna rice, Selenia rice, Baroni, CL28 rice, a rice windrow, and also the forage maize. So just to make you aware. So on to the animals. We actually start with a cow husbandry, which if you look on the map, it actually over here. So we've actually got cow husbandry here. So if we visit this place, pretty big area actually. So we've got water fill point there, we've got the trigger, we've got the other points, feed point, silage pits. We've also got our one of our mods that we need, which is like a manure fork. It's like a trailed digger, so that's pretty cool. So if we have a quick look at our amount of cows we can fit, so look, 200, so pretty good actually, it's not bad at all. So if we have a quick look down after that, contracts wise, pretty good. To be honest with you, you've got quite a few fields, 87 or so going to be quite a few contracts to do. They all seem pretty healthily priced as well. We've then got a production chain that we start with. So we actually start with the grain mill. So if we come here, it's actually like a grain mill with a water wheel, which is pretty cool. I think you have to flood the area, so I'm not quite sure how that actually works yet. So we've got wheat flour, barley flour, oat flour, sorghum flour, corn flour, Luna, Selenia, Barone or Barony, I'm not quite sure, CL28 rice flour. So all the rice can turn into flour, so that's pretty good. Quick look at our PDA itself. It's pretty nicely laid out, I must admit. It's got some nice tracks and roads all around the map and all through the fields and in between. The field shapes are quite nice, I must admit. Quite random, some square, but a bit further down they're a bit more unusually shaped. Quite a lot of them as well, not ranging in sizes as well and arrangements. That's really nice to see. If we have a quick look at what's on the map when it comes to selling and productions, so not many really. We've got the animal husbandry here. We've got our grain mill that we start with. We've got the Risicoltori rice processing plant. Might not be the right pronunciation, but there we go. The irrigation consortium, straw bale selling point, gas station, vehicle shop, Nibio cereals plant, which is pretty cool. And then that's about it, because that's where our cows are. This is where our marina farm dryer, and we've got a workshop. Now the marina farm dryer, I'm not actually sure how this works. Let's have a quick look. It doesn't actually say. I'm guessing this is just a grain or a plant to dry your rice potentially, I would say, but maybe something different. So right, let's get ourselves into a vehicle quick. Let's go for the pickup, I think. There we go. Right, so can we get out of the left hand side pretty quick? Yes we can. Let's go into the vehicle in a minute to get the camera right. So we've just turned out of our farm. We're coming down here, so let's carry on down there then, I think. I'll have a quick look through the fields. So if we go around here, so this is the edge of our farm again. As you can see, maps looks really nice, really nicely done. I'm going to just cut across here. Oops. Well, I would cut across, apart from I just crashed already with a record, because in the fields you do have these markers for the water, but you don't seem to be able to do anything with them. So I can't really work them out as of yet. You can see where our cow field is actually over there, or our cow husbandry. So if we just, we've got all the pipes to flood the fields, but we haven't got a way to actually flood them. Now I have tried off camera taking like a tractor and tanker. That didn't work either. So I'm not actually 100% certain how to make it work. So it might be something for people to look at, or I might have a look at it myself and then maybe make a quick video at some point about it. So pretty good though. I mean, the actual buildings and all the texturing and everything do seem pretty good. There's lots of little tracks around everywhere. That's the first bit of traffic I've seen actually. So this is like more of a commercial area, so it's pretty good. And then we've got a ramp down here. I wonder where this goes. We'll have a look in a second. Keep going up here a sec. See what we can find. Nice bit of detail there with the graffiti. I know it's not something very nice at all, but it's something interesting, I think, actually, that's all to actually put on. I wonder if once you've had rain you can then engage these gates, etc. I don't know. I'll have to have a look on another video at some point when I get a chance. So where are we? We're down here. So let's go a bit further down. So obviously it looks like, because the fields can be flooded, they are all raised. Quite a lot, the roads are raised, sorry, not these fields. So that does make it quite an interesting map to play on, I must admit. So I'm not quite sure how you'd stop the fields then getting flooded or staying flooded all the time, because you'd need to empty them to then do some harvesting. So a bit unusual though, and I think the normal harvesters do work. There's another trigger there for flooding that field as well. The dikes are dry though. That big canal there is completely dry, so I think it's when it has been raining, you've got all these big channels that hold the water, and then you can engage your dikes and individual valves to flood your fields. But we'll have to have a look on another video. Let me just go around here. But yeah, apart from that, I mean, the map is very nicely textured. Got some really nice features and quite interesting roads as well, actually, and interesting bits of decoration around. So definitely interesting with the rice. Whoa, wow, that's probably the best crash I've ever had by doing a map tour. So yeah, I'm going to take that as probably I survived. So let's have a quick look at our field prices. So if we wanted to expand our farmland, let's go for 6. We've just got a few fields in it. 353,000. 2's 266,000. 3 looks like a building area, 89,000. 5, 380. 12, 459. I think they might be in banks because there's quite a few fields in each farmland, potentially because they all need to be flooded in one go. So that kind of makes sense, really, doesn't it? But the field prices are quite expensive, I must admit, but it does seem pretty nice. So hopefully you've enjoyed this map tour. If you have, give it a like, subscribe to the Grainman channel, and I hope to see you again soon. Many thanks.